Well, we have had some fantastic weekends throughout the month of January into the start of February. It feels like we had heavy snowfall continuously on Thursdays and Fridays, even into Saturdays, so some good powder days, but this coming weekend may not be so much. But I do want to note, though, if you are fortunate enough to be up here into the mountains on Thursday, that is the 11th of February, it is a splendid one. We had some spectacular snowfall midweek. This is out of Minakami, by the way. Sam there at TokyoSnowClub.com posted these photos, and they officially had 80 centimeters accumulate on the ground. That is just some staggering snow. This is more like it, by the way, as far as Japan's snowfall is. As far as Japan's snowfall goes, this year it has been less than normal, but that is some great news. Do want to note, though, if you do want to venture off-piste, I highly recommend against it. Some experienced skiers out there just suggesting to stay out of the backcountry. Stay inside the resort this coming weekend because there's that high threat of avalanche, some red and black level advisories in place out here. JMA already issuing advisories, and there's already been reports of avalanches. So keep that in mind. But really, I do want to get into the forecast into the coming weekend. As I mentioned, if you are fortunate enough to be out there on Thursday, you're going to enjoy yourself. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you definitely want to stay on piste. It's going to be a good party weekend. How about we just put it that way? So here's a satellite picture right now. Clear conditions really setting in. We still have some snowfall continuing to occur across parts of Tohoku, even over there towards parts of Hokkaido as well. But as far as the forecast is concerned, this area back towards the west, that is the culprit to why you may have heard we're going to be getting rain this coming weekend. So let's break down what's happening here. Well, this high pressure that is bringing that beautiful weather across Japan here on Thursday is also, as far as a meteorological standpoint, a big pain. This is what we call a blocking high. It's going to settle over Japan, and it's going to force our other low back here towards the west to basically move off here towards the north. And as we look ahead through Saturday into the morning hours, this starts to develop and pulls northward. But right in here, this is what we're talking about. We have those strong southerly winds that are going to be coming in. Some of the areas in the higher elevations, you could be seeing 20 to 30 kilometer per hour winds. Also over there towards the Tokyo area, temperatures will continue to climb. In fact, Tokyo could be seeing a high of 20 by the time Sunday rolls around, just because of that funneling of these southerly winds. Saitama, a little bit farther inland, JMA expecting about 23 to 24 for the high. That's record-breaking, guys. We are going to be looking at that. So that is one thing. I know that the forecast, as far as snowfall accumulation, I've got this a lot this week. It's hard to forecast, but in this scenario, we just have this big ridge coming in, this blocking high setting up that low back towards the west. I mean, the freezing level is going to be at about 3,000 meters. It's going to be warm, guys. I wish I was wrong and there was snow, but I mean, this is where your freezing level is. Actually, Sapporo is forecasting rain, and so is Niseko. So if you're in central Japan, you're going to see it. Even on top of the mountains, this is just incredible. But the good news is hopefully this is potent enough as it pushes by here on Sunday, we get some cold air wrapping around it. Maybe the last runs of the day on Sunday, we could be seeing that change over the snow. I hope that's what happens, but this is going to be a wet one. It is going to be high avalanche risk because of the heavy snow plus the warming temperatures this weekend, so stay on piste. As some of the guys over in Hakuba, some of the official guys over there put it, unless you have a death wish, you definitely don't want to be heading very far off piste out here. So let's take a look at the official snow depth, at least for the time being. Remember, these numbers are all over the place. That's why I left it for the back end of the update today, because this is definitely changing, not to mention the snowfall we received over the past 24 hours, but as far as the forecast is concerned, how much is going to be melting off. Now, these are at the base, Hakuba, 140 centimeters. I mean, this is definitely a vast improvement from what we were seeing about 2-3 weeks ago. Minakami, look at that, 230 centimeters. And that, I don't think that's taking into account the freshest snow. I mean, this is just climbing up quite drastically. Zao, 160, Naeba, about 120. By the way, at Naeba, it is the World Cup, I believe the free ski World Cup out there, or downhill World Cup, going on, unfortunately, in the rain. A lot of people are spectating that event. It's going to be Quite a sight, I am sure, especially for people traveling from overseas trying to get some of that Japan powder. Nisako, 160 centimeters. That's not at the mountaintop. That's the base. The mountaintop's over 200. And also over to Kiroro, about 221 centimeters. I think Kiroro is the place where you're going to be getting the most snowfall this coming weekend. Even Niseko, as I mentioned, they're expecting rain with that upcoming just trough come through. And there's your 72-hour snowfall accumulation out here. Look at that, all the snow remaining over towards North Korea. They got some ski resorts there. I'm sure they're happy about it. And also moving air into northern areas of Hokkaido. Hakuba, that's that little blue spot right there. Maybe on the mountaintop Sunday, top elevations, we could pick up some snow with that cold air coming in. I think for those of you in Sugaike over towards Cortina, probably better luck than people into lower elevations. All right, so let's take a look at the forecast here at Nozawa Onsen. A little bit lower elevation. You got to remember the base of Nozawa is about 500 meters, so that means you're going to be seeing warmer temperatures out here. A high of 11 on Saturday. Guys, I really don't want to relay that to you, but yeah. Passing showers throughout the day. Definitely a day to stay on piste. Have fun, though. The good news is that the base is on the ground. This is more like March skiing, and by the time Sunday rolls around, it cools back off. This is just unfortunate that it is occurring over these 48 hours. But the wind chill dropping down to about minus 12 by the evening hours. Also, the snow setting in. So, fantastic news out there. All right. Let's take a look at Sugaike. Actually, could be seeing a rain-snow mix in the higher elevations in the overnight hours from Friday and the Saturday. So, if you are heading out there to Hakuba, you might see some snow. And you might be thinking, Robert, you're a total liar. Well, that's probably going to occur around 12 to 2 o'clock in the morning. If it does occur, it'll be a little bit slushy. But things warm up here by Saturday. A high of 10. Some passing showers throughout the day. Rain changing over the snow, though, on Sunday. A little higher elevations you could be seeing. But as I mentioned, you don't want to go too backcountry because of that avalanche threat that is going to be occurring. And this is really what we've been talking about. We know that this is going to happen. As far as the below average snowfall across much of Niigata over towards Nagano, Japan put that out, their winter weather outlook out earlier on this season. So, hey, it happens. It's El Nino. We all love El Nino so incredibly much. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this update. Please check out TokyoSnowClub.com. The big thing about it is I think in this scenario, more so than any other weekend, and I'm giving them some free promotion here, is the fact that if I was going by myself up on a Shinkansen to the mountains this weekend, I think personally I just would hate life. But if you're with a good group of people, this coming weekend is definitely going to be a ton of fun. So hopefully everybody does go out and has a great time. Stay safe, though. Stay on piste. I really highly recommend it, or at least stay in shallow terrain. Don't go in anything over 20, 25 on the gradient because it's going to be a rough one out there and high avalanche risk. I hope everybody gets through this weekend nice and safe. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, though. And, yeah, have fun out there.